Hi, folks, and welcome to one of the big occasions on the college football calendar. Two teams that have earned their right to play for the championship of the ACC. Think about all the playoff and national championship dreams that have been launched from this stadium. This is a matchup we've all been waiting for. Two teams ranked in the top 5, battling for a precious conference title, but also pointing to something even bigger, the college football playoff. As we'll see the number 3 team in the country, the Arkansas Razorbacks, taking on the second-ranked team, the Maryland Terrapins. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler, here in the booth with Kirk Herbstreit. And I think we've talked long enough, Kirk. Let's get this game going. Team out there getting ready, and this is it, the battle for the conference championship trophy. They'll return it from inside the 5. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. Guys up front lined up. It's first down. No press here. The defense backing away. And the quarterback keeps it on the option. Gets the first and still running. That's a big game before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks. More than enough for a first down.
Chris, I know it's the first play of the game, but boy, nice job by this offensive line. The back gets behind him, picks up some positive yards.
Gain moves the ball to the 37. Another first down. Pre-snap motion from the receiver. And looking to throw now on first down. It's an out route. The catch made. They bring him down, but not before a huge gain. Moves the ball to the 40-yard line.
Nice read here by the Arkansas quarterback to be able to make this throw and pick up a first down for the Hawks. Did a nice job of waiting for his receiver to get open and then put the ball right on the money.
On first and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Junior steps up and makes an impact play.
It just looked like the quarterback was holding on to the ball a bit too long that time, allowed the defense to be able to get the pressure, and they come up with the first sack of the game.
See if the offense can overcome that sack. Second and long. And the quarterback looking to make a play through the air. Receiver makes the catch.
This is an example of a quarterback and his offense just taking what the defense gives you. Not a huge play, but positive yards. The defense wants to give that throw to you. You take it, get the ball to your receiver, stay ahead of the sticks.
He lets it go on the move, looking deep. And that's incomplete. They weren't afraid to let it fly, but it brings up a fourth down.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points. But they could have more. Got to be thinking about going for this on 4th and short.
So their first drive of the game, they're going to go for it on 4th down. Aggressive start. There's the snap. Quarterback setting up to throw. And it falls incomplete. A turnover on downs. Big play for this defense.
Interesting call here early, showing that they're coming in with an aggressive mindset, but they come up short of the first down.
First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. Looking for his big tight end. And the sophomore quarterback throws it behind the receiver.
That's a misfire there, Chris. His passing game has got to be able to get into sync and find a rhythm.
So the offense calls a timeout here. That's their first of the half.
Timeout, Maryland.
So second down after the incompletion. To the air. It's Alexander. It's incomplete. He was hit as he threw that time. And now third down coming up.
Well, it's pretty simple. The defensive line does a great job of getting after the quarterback and forcing him into that incompletion.
So the offense getting set. This is not where you want to be against this defense. Third and long. Dropping back. They're going to throw for the first down. Oh, he misfires again. 3 in a row.
Well, Chris, obviously they had to go through the air there to try to pick up this third down and long. But when you're so far behind the chains, you really allow this defense to dictate things, and it allows them to put pressure on your quarterback and can affect the timing, as we saw on this play.
He's brought down, but a good effort to make something of that return. And the Razorbacks offense is back out on the field. Last time the defense got a big fourth down stop. Let's see what the offense can do this time. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. The pass rush closing in. And he cannot escape the defense with a sack. And the Razorbacks hustle to the line to run the hurry up. They'll look to throw it here on second down. Trying to extend the play. Gets into space at the 50. Slides down to avoid the tackle.
Well, they did a good job of getting pressure on the quarterback, but then make the play, bring him down. Instead, they give up positive yards here on the scramble.
It's a 1st and 10 play coming up for the offense. They snap it. Quarterback looking to throw the ball. Caught quickly. Finds room at the 30. He'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage.
Well, the defense sits back in a zone coverage. Good job here by the quarterback, recognizing that soft coverage, and he hits the routine drag route underneath for a first down.
The Razorbacks lining up here on 1st and 10. Here's the snap. Quarterback drops back. Defense is coming after him. Oh, a sack. The senior on this defense making a big play.
Chris, a lot of times you'll see a strong safety up close to the box trying to defend the run, but this time he's able to sneak in there and come up with a quarterback sack.
That O-line has to regroup now. It's 2nd and 12. From the gun, he looks for an open man. Here's a shot toward the end zone. And he scores. Touchdown, Razorbacks. But they'll try to add to the lead now with the PAT. PAT is good. They jump in front, 7-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they get set to send this one away. So it'll be a touchback. Ball spotted at the 25. Here comes the Maryland offense back on the field. They're coming off a 3-and-out, looking to produce a positive drive here. He's running out of time here. The ball is picked off. Going the other way, can they stop him? And he'll be taken down, but after a good return.
What a play by the defensive back here. You have no idea how tough it can be and how slippery it is out there with this rain. The defense is reacting to the offense. The offense knows exactly where they're going when they're running their route. The defender has to try to be very careful to keep his footing underneath him. Sounds simple, but it's not. To come up with that interception while doing that, that is a big-time play.
Second down after that run on the previous play. Pre-snap motion from the offense. A pop pass on the jet sweep. Got a lane. Can he get in? And he makes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Arkansas. They're setting out to try the PAT. And with the PAT, they take a 14-0 lead. Kickoff team has come on the field now to send this one away. Fielded in the end zone. It's Washington. And he's stopped with the 18. Returner trying to make a play, and a touchback would have been a better idea. Maryland offense is back out on the field now. Let's see how this quarterback responds. Remember, an interception on the very first play of the last possession. Looking out throwing here to start the drive. Nice grab. It's Harris. Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a first down.
You know, we talked this week with the offensive coordinator about what makes this receiver so special. He kept referring to his route running. Here's an example of that. Great route, enough separation to give the quarterback a nice lane to throw the football.
Finds his man. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
Man, isn't it fun to watch running backs who can add that dimension to the passing game? They're so dangerous because once they catch the football, they're operating in much more open space than they would be if they're just getting a handoff. And it really tests the linebacker's ability to cover out in space.
Here comes a first down pass attempt. Makes a quick catch. They make the tackle, but that pass creates a solid gain.
Well, they don't pick up the first down here, but if you can use the quick passing game to stay ahead of the chains, it definitely helps your offense. And if that defense starts to creep up and take that away, that's when you can take a shot downfield.
Receivers now getting some new assignments before the snap. And they're moving the receiver now before the snap. Football comes out. And the ball will bounce out of bounds, so they avoid the turnover.
Oh, my gosh, Chris. You can almost feel a collective sigh of relief coming from the offensive sideline as that ball rolled out of bounds. The offense catches a break. One more awkward bounce. That ball maybe stays in bounds, and the defense has a recovery.
An important third down attempt for this offense. Direct snap to the back. Tackle inside the 40, and it's good enough for a first down.
Now, I love how the back didn't really dance around trying to make a big play. He knew his third down in inches, lower the shoulder, get the first down.
The Terrapins begin a new series here, 1st and 10. Linebackers moving around, trying to confuse the offense. Back to throw. It's Alexander. Makes the throw across the middle of the field. And the pass is intercepted. A takeaway for the defense. Short return tackle made at the 27. A crucial takeaway. Line getting set up. It's a first down play. The corner's now playing a couple yards off the ball. Running out of time in the pocket. And he'll just get rid of it.
Man, I like this play. I mean, not only is it the right play, throwing it away like that, but given that he had no other option, he just did what he's supposed to do to survive and get ready for this next down.
So after the incompletion, it's 2nd down. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Hit as he released it. And it's complete downfield. Tackle finally made, but it's a big gain. Moves the ball to the 48. And the Razorbacks hustle to the line to crank up the tempo.
Boy, nice throw here by this Arkansas quarterback to be able to pick up big yards and a first down for the Hogs. And, Chris, they've had some great ones over the years that could distribute the football. Ryan Mallett, Tyler Wilson, Clint Sterner, just to name a few.
That's a big gain before he goes out of bounds. It'll move the sticks, more than enough for a first down. Offense coming to the line. They might have a chance for a couple more plays before we reach the end of the quarter. Looking to throw it on first down. The pocket breaking down. On the junior, gets home, making a sack there.
That's the end of the first quarter. With the score for Arkansas, 14, Maryland, 0.
Offense getting set for a second down here to begin the quarter.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
Offense moving receivers around now before the snap. They flip it to him on the jet sweep. Inside the 25. They bring him down, but a big chunk of yardage on the play. The Razorbacks line it up with first and goal. Press coverage now from the secondary. And the quarterback drops back, looking for an open man. And it's intercepted. He stepped in front of that bullet. And they tackle him right there, but that's a turnover.
When you get this close to the end zone, you've got to be able to come away with points, at the very least, a field goal. They've got to be scratching their heads and hoping that in the second half, this play right here doesn't come back to bite them.
He's escaping the pocket now. And this is going to be caught, but they rule him out of bounds, so it's incomplete.
Chris, we're all guilty of this. We all look at the big plays, the quarterbacks, the offense, how many points, how many yards. Sometimes we overlook the most important aspect of the game, the offensive line. You've got to do a good job consistently protecting the quarterback, and it all comes down to the offensive line. And here, they hurry the quarterback, and they blow up the play.
Well, a serious challenge for this offense. You don't want to be in third and long inside your own 20. How much of a risk will they take to try to pick up this first down? Going for a big play downfield. He's picked for a third time tonight. Going the other way, can they catch him? And that's a solid return after the interception.
Well, this guy obviously did what he needed to do to get himself ready for this game. It's a favorable matchup. He's got a lot of confidence. He's already come up with 2 interceptions in this game alone. Locked in on what he needs to do to be in position and making plays for this defense.
And the Arkansas offense is back out on the field now. They had some good things going in the last drive, but it ended suddenly with the pick. Let's see what they can do here. Looking to pass here. Intercepted, picked off by the defense. And he's got some open field ahead. Return to pick 6. Touchdown, Terrapins.
Chris, how about the safety here just kind of sitting back, waiting patiently to read the quarterback, and then once the ball's in the air, there's the range to come up with that interception. And I love that he's got the speed and the hands to make this quarterback pay for it.
Good job dealing with the footing. PAT is good. Here's the kickoff team now, set to boot this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone. So a touchback to start at the 25. And the Arkansas offense back out on the field. They're trying to recover from that last possession. They had things going, but then a pick six, a devastating play. They got to recover from that right now. Gets rid of it on the move. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up second down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out the punishment, but here, he's the one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, he's unable to hold on to the football.
Looking to pass here on second down. Downfield shot falls incomplete. Couldn't quite connect there. And the Razorbacks come to the line looking to crank up the tempo. Drops back, needing a third down completion here. That's the third pick tonight thrown by this QB. He's got some room and some blockers here. It's a big return off the INT. They steal their offensive possession.
But this defense is doing an outstanding job of baiting this quarterback into throwing the ball into coverage. That's their third interception now in the game.
First and goal here for the offense. And they'll try the quarterback sneak.
No, I don't blame him to go with the quarterback sneak here to try to pick up just enough yards for the first down. But hey, man, give credit to that defense. They did not budge at all. They kept him short of the first down.
They tackle him behind the line, a loss of 4. They've been stopped on third down twice in the red zone already, and they find the end zone this time. Scanning the field, it's Alexander. Quarterback escapes the pocket and takes off. Almost had it in the end zone for a huge pick. Instead, the offense has one chance on fourth down.
Well, sometimes an answer for an offensive coordinator against a good pass rush is to move the launching point, move the quarterback from one spot to another to affect the rhythm of the pass rush. That's not having any kind of impact at all on this defense. They're getting after this quarterback no matter where he is. They do a good job of it right here.
They come away with 3 points on the drive, and now the kickoff team will boot it away. And the Razorbacks offense is back out on the field. This drive is important. Last one ended in an interception. Let's see if they can get it going here. First down. Looking to throw the football. Bringing pressure. He's going to take off here. Slides to avoid the big hit. The game moves the ball past the 40. Sets up another 1st and 10.
Chris, watch him work through his progressions here. Finds the first and the second option aren't there. By the third option, he's got to pull it down and try to pick up some positive yards, which he did, and then he slides down to avoid the big hit.
No huddle now for the offense. That's the tight end flexed out into the slot, looking for a matchup there, Kirk.
Well, it is a matchup because he has the size where he's very difficult to be able to match up for his safety, and he's got the speed to be able to outrun a linebacker. That's why they like to flex him out like that. And
and nothing but green grass ahead. Heads out of bounds after another big gain and a first down. This defense has not been able to stop the quarterback run today. The Razorbacks come to the line to set a fresh set of downs. They'll give it to the running back. And they're able to tackle the ball carrier there. Offense getting set. It's second down. They'll give it to the back. And they try the middle, but stuffed for no gain. And the Razorbacks will crank up the tempo. On third down, he drops to throw. Pressure is coming. Hit as he releases it, and the pass ball is incomplete.
hey, it's an incompletion, but it's a nice job by the quarterback. I know it didn't pan out, but the most important thing is he didn't turn the football over, and he didn't take a sack. It'll give your kicker a chance to put some points on the board if they opt for the field goal here on fourth down.
And it's good right down the middle. So after the field goal, the kicker out there again to boot it away.
I was watching this guy in pregame. He has got a strong leg. Not surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
And the returner is brought down. Here comes the Maryland offense back on the field. They moved it last time, but settled for a chip shot, looking to find the end zone this time. He's going for a big play downfield. They lost the receiver down there. He's got it for a big gain. Oh, and he breaks free. It's a foot race. Finally get him way down at the 2. Nice pitch and catch.
Good. Nice job here by this offense, creating an opportunity for this receiver to excel after the catch. It's early in this game, so this defense better get their arms around this receiver because he could be a monster today.
And he runs it into the end zone. Touchdown, Terrapins. So after the momentum shifts, Kirk, we are now dead even in this football game.
Chris, doesn't I have that feeling that which quarterback is going to have the ball last is going to be the offense, and the guy that has a chance to win this game may be going back and forth all game.
And he takes this from inside the 5. He steps out at the 23. That's where the drive will start. And the Arkansas offense is back out on the field now. After a field goal the last time out, we'll see what they can get here. First play of the drive, they're going to throw the football. Locates the tight end. It's complete. They bring down the receiver, but that's a nice gain on that play.
Defenses all around the country have got to do a better job of keeping an eye on these little guys from the slot. They can dismantle a defense with their speed and quickness in the open space.
We'll take a quick pause before the half as we reach the 2-minute warning. Now here comes the bunch formation. Second down, we're going to throw it. Lets it go. He makes the grab. He's tackled quickly, but the yardage is good enough for the first down. They'll crank the tempo here for this next play. And they'll run the draw. Well, they test the middle there, but get nothing.
No gain on the play. Second down.
Second down play coming up. Quarterback drops back, probing the secondary. Looks like he's going to run it. And the senior calls his own number, keeps this drive moving.
This is why I love the quarterbacks that can make things happen. Here you have an opportunity to try to create. Nothing's there. Play breaks down. Instead of just throwing it away, he sits back, sees nothing downfield, decides to be able to pick up the first down by himself. Impressive run to pick up the first and keep this drive moving.
The Razorbacks have 1st and 10 here. And the defense will spend their second timeout here to make some adjustments.
Timeout, Maryland.
New set of downs for the offense. 1st and 10. No press coverage. The DB's backing up now. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. The pass rush closing in. And all day to throw, but eventually they swallow him up in a sack. They'll have to hurry now. 2nd down with the clock ticking. And the wideout goes in motion. Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. Catch made on the right side. They stop him at the 23. This offense is getting close to the red zone.
The key on a third down between a quarterback and the wide receiver is the timing. That quarterback knows that he's got to get the ball out quickly and on time to give his receiver a chance to not just make the catch and stay in bounds, but to be able to give him a chance to maybe get upfield and make a play.
Looking to scramble. Scrambling, now he'll make the throw. And he's got it. Tackled, but only after picking up a fresh set of downs. And the Razorbacks looking to crank up the tempo a bit. There's the snap, and he's looking to throw. Quarterback moving out of the pocket, trying to create. And that one is over everyone's head, beyond the end zone and incomplete.
You know, I like the quarterback's patience here, and instead of trying to force the issue and squeeze the ball into coverage, he just decides to just basically throw it away and live for the next down.
That's a second and goal play for the offense. Movement here from the tight end. Play action fake, looking to throw. He's moving out of the pocket now. Looking to the end zone. And it's caught. Touchdown, Hogs. Now the all-important extra point. PAT puts him in front by 7. So the offense gets momentum scoring before halftime. Now the kickoff. We'll see if the defense can get his top and preserve that momentum. And this will be fair caught at the 15. Maryland offense is back out on the field now. If they want to cut into this lead before halftime, they have to work quickly now. And a short pitch and catch to the tight end. Timeout is called to talk strategy late in this close game with halftime approaching.
And here the tight end shows off his hands for a nice game. Love to see the big man get his touches.
So the offense takes the field in the final seconds of the half. Chance for just a couple more plays. Back to pass. It's Alexander. And he'll rifle this one deep to the right side. Caught way downfield for a huge gain. Out of bounds, but not before a huge gain. Offense gets a fresh set of downs.
That is great arm strength and accuracy by this quarterback. And let's not forget the wide receiver's job of bringing it in for that big game.
The offense is clicking, and the defense just searching for answers now. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. And it's incomplete. Just 5 seconds left on the clock now.
And you got to love this if you're defensive coordinator. It's all about affecting the quarterback and getting pressure on him. This time they got to him and forced that incompletion.
So on 2nd down, they'll try out the field goal unit, trying to get 3 before halftime. They were successful with his last kick. This one, though, from 46 yards away. Kick is up and no good. And after the miss, still down by 7.
Boy, this guy's usually more reliable than this. I thought that was going to be an easy field goal and 3 points, but instead he misses, so you walk away with nothing.
Time ticking away. Time for just one more play before halftime. Off the play fake, looking to throw on 1st down. He'll take a deep shot here. They can't come up with it there, and that's going to do it. Time runs out in the 1st half. And that will do it for the 1st half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. The Razorbacks will kick this away to get the 2nd half going. And here's the return from inside the 5. And he's tackled at the 21. That's where the drive will start. Here comes the Maryland offense back on the field. First play of the 3rd quarter is a handoff. Run it up the middle, but stuff for no gain.
Well, they keep trying to run the football, and they keep getting dominated at the line of scrimmage. That has been a theme throughout this entire game. We've talked about it earlier in the game. It's not changing at all. They've become one-dimensional, and I think it's allowed this defense to really lock in on that quarterback.
And he goes down after a solid gain. That's enough for a first down.
Well, this wide receiver has it all. We know about his leaping ability and his speed. But what I've seen today is the precise route running. Another example of it there, and the timing with this quarterback and this receiver is just a thing of beauty.
First down, looking to throw the ball. Snags a quick throw. And the broken tackle there produces a solid gain.
You see more and more offenses in college football going to 3 receivers, and the slot receiver a lot of times can become the go-to guy. He gets mismatches against either safeties, a nickelback, or a linebacker walked out, and you can take advantage of it.
Nobody open downfield. He just throws it away.
Man, the defense took everything away from him. What do you expect him to do? He can't force the ball into traffic and potentially throw the interception. Does a good job of getting out of the pocket, away from the pressure, and just throw the ball away. See what happens on this next down.
Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. He's stopped, but he gets a first down.
Well, that shows you the trust they have in their offensive line in this running game. To get to a third down, just trying to come up with a way to be able to keep this drive alive, keep hope alive that you can come back in this game. You rely on Old Reliable with that offensive line, and they come through for you.
It's an RPO. The quarterback gets it out quickly. Breaks loose at the 40. Forced out of bounds after a big gain. This offense set up for the first down.
Well, this is what you see all over college football and even up, obviously, in the NFL. These tight ends are really recruited as big receivers, and they can get one-on-one matchups, and they've got speed after the catch. This is a short throw. You can see what he does after the catch, and he is a tough matchup for whether it's a safety, a nickel, or a linebacker.
To throw, it's Alexander. Receiver looks it in. It's complete. Tackled quickly after the catch. He'll be short of the marker.
Quarterback looks downfield to make this throw. He wants to be able to get the ball to be able to pick up enough yards for a first down. But instead, he gets the ball at least underneath to the drag route and gets some positive yards.
And the Terrapins are in the red zone now. And he'll drop back here on third down. Tried to press the ball deep, but it's incomplete.
Well, they decide to throw the ball here on third down and short. I really thought the easy thing is just run the quarterback or hand it off, pick up the first down, keep this drive alive, and get 6 points on the board.
The Terrapins will look to convert here on fourth down. Receiver in motion now. Quarterback making adjustments now to what the defense is showing. And he's not going to get there. The defense rises up and makes a huge fourth down stop.
Chris, what a great job here by this defense on this fourth down play. They knew exactly where to come up with that stop to get the turnover on downs, and they did it.
And the Arkansas offense back out on the field. And looking to throw now on first down. Defense is coming after him. And that deep shot is caught for a big gain. They bring him down, but that is a huge play for this passing game. Big gain.
The defense is spread all over the field, creating some one-on-one matchups, and the quarterback makes them pay for it.
One play moves the ball to the 45. It'll be first down. Offense looking to throw the ball. The tight end has got it, and the runner scoots out of bounds after gaining some decent yardage.
That's what makes this tight end so dangerous. You can flex him out into that slot position. He shows you his versatility. He can be an inline guy that can block, but here he shows you what he can do with his hands.
Off play action, he's looking to throw. Looking for the wide out. He's got his man wide open. They finally go down, but it's a first down and much more. Great game in the play. And the Razorbacks come to the line to set a fresh set of downs. On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. And he can't escape. It's a sack for the defense. 2nd down now after the sack.
If I'm on this offensive line, man, I would not want to look at the game film after their performance today. It's almost like they've been moonwalking backwards the entire game, getting pushed all around by this defensive front. Chris, they've already given up 6 sacks alone in this game.
The defense now backed up in their own red zone. They'll try the option play here. And he will be stuffed for no gain. The Razorbacks will hustle to the line to crank the tempo. Fourth down, looking to throw for it. It's complete. That's enough for a first down. Touchdown, Razorbacks. This offense cannot be stopped. Kirk, they were backed up to start the drive, but some bold play calling, great execution, and they reached the end zone.
You know, it's easy to just kind of pull your horns in and get conservative when you're pushed way back close to your own goal line, but not this offense. They came out, showed the confidence that they have in their quarterback, and it paid off. Nice touchdown.
Doesn't bring the kick out. Touchback. They'll start at the 25. Offense is back out on the field now. Back in motion now. First play of the drive, they'll come out throwing. And they hit him just as he releases the ball. It's incomplete. What's the play call here on 2nd down for this offense? Quarterback changing the play now at the line. Looking to throw. It's Alexander. Quarterback finds a target on the right. It's complete. And he's out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
That's a much better job by this quarterback of working through his progressions. We've seen him earlier try to force some throws, trying to make a big play. This time, works through his progressions, checks it down to the flat, and picks up some positive yards.
Offense right to the line, cranking up the tempo.
You know, even though that these guys are facing a deficit, they're not just going all through the air. Love the fact that you're running the football, keeping this defense honest, not panicking by just throwing every single down. Now you got a new set of downs and a chance to keep moving the ball down the field.
Incompletion makes it 2nd down. Quarterback drops back. Testing the defense with a throw downfield. Catch made. It's a big play inside the 30. And the Terrapins are moving quickly down the field.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
Here comes a first down pass attempt. He's moving out of the pocket. Nothing open downfield, so he'll just throw it away. Offense set for the 6th play in this drive. And the QB will try again on 2nd and 10. This time it's complete. They bring him down at the 7. The offense set up now with a 1st and goal. And he'll set up to throw. Looks left and finds his target there. He's going to run out of bounds behind the line of scrimmage. He wanted no part of contact on that play. So off the loss, it's second and goal from the 8. Looks like the QB is changing the play at the line. Dropping back, it's Alexander. He's moving out of the pocket. And he throws the ball out of bounds there. Smart not to take a sack on that play. Brings up third down. Offense moving backwards here, a long way from the goal line now. Third and goal, looking to throw the ball. Quarterback leaves the pocket, on the move now. Catch made in the end zone. Touchdown, Terrapins. Conference championship pressure, they just grind away. Beautiful execution in that methodical drive.
Man, I can't think of a better stage than a conference championship to put together a drive like that. Moving the sticks, executing along the way, avoiding any turnover potential, and coming up with a touchdown. Great job.
Return starts from inside the 5. And they've got the returner corralled. One final play before the end of the quarter. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Nowhere to go in this one. That's the end of 3. The final quarter coming up. Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. They'll run it here. Running back has the ball. Tackled behind the line. It's a loss of 2. And the Razorbacks looking to crank up the tempo a bit. Fakes the handoff here, looking to throw it. It's a sack. They trap him inside the 5.
This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle the pressure of this pass rush. We've seen it demonstrated time and time again to the tune of, Chris, get this, 7 sacks in this game so far.
We'll call for the fair catch here. Here comes the Maryland offense back on the field. Passing game was clicking beautifully in the last drive, right down for a touchdown. Let's see if they can do it again. He's hit right as he throws it. Incomplete.
Boy, the defense rolls the dice here on this screen pass. If they don't hit this quarterback, this is a big play. But give them credit, they were able to get to him before they were able to complete that pass.
Different pre-snap look from the linebackers now. Quick throw to the left side. He's got an open man downfield, and it's caught. They bring him down, but the sophomore quarterback shows what a cannon he has.
Man, and with that completion right there, this quarterback now has gone over 300 yards in this game. What a day.
The Terrapins are in the red zone now. Quarterback checks the defensive look, makes some adjustments. It's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Looking to throw it on first down. Quarterback escapes the pocket. Looking for 6. Makes the grab in the end zone. Touchdown, Terrapins.
You put 5 wide receivers into a formation that puts so much pressure on the defense. Do you have enough guys that can cover? The quarterback does such a good job of finding the weakness and exploiting it.
Does his job with the PAT, and this ball game is tied here in the fourth quarter. Kickoff teams on the field. Let's see if they give the returner a chance to bring this one back. Kick bounces out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. And the Razorbacks offense is back out on the field. We're coming off a quick 3 and out, so looking to put something together on this drive with a little more urgency. They'll run it from the gun. The gain is 2 yards, so it's 2nd and 8. The Razorbacks will come to the line to run the hurry-up. Quarterback wants to throw it on 2nd down. Lets it go quickly. Easy throw to a wide-open receiver downfield. Breaks clear. End zone ahead. Touchdown, Arkansas. They jump in front here in the 4th.
This guy can do it all. We've seen him go behind coverage and make plays downfield. We can see him catch the ball underneath, just like this. And when he catches a football, he is so dangerous after the catch. This one leads him into the end zone for the 6 points.
And he makes the catch in the end zone. The 2-point try pushes the lead up to 8 now. Now the kickoff team is out on the field. And the kickoff will bounce right through the end zone for a touchback. Maryland offense is back out on the field now. To throw, it's Alexander. Receiver makes the grab. Tackle made at the 41. It's a nice gain. They're getting closer to the 50. One play moves the ball to the 41. It'll be 1st down.
I just love to see positive yards here on this opening play of this drive because it can get you into a rhythm. Let's face it, you're down by 8. You need yards. You need rhythm. Field goals are not going to help you. They need a touchdown in that 2-point conversion.
Heads out of bounds after a solid gain, more than enough to pick up a 1st down.
How many times have we seen this late in the 4th quarter? Because you know the pass rush is going to get after him. They get upfield. They have a great pass rush. What do they create? Space and running lanes. And he takes off and picks up some nice yards.
1st down. Looking to throw the football. Looking to make a big play downfield. Into the end zone. Touchdown, Terrapins. This will be fun. Strange things happen. The conference championship trophy is on the line. 1 possession game, 4th quarter. Who's going to step up?
So here's the deal. Your defense just gave up a touchdown. Now all of a sudden we got a game. What will your offense do to be able to secure a victory? You want to win a championship? Go out and earn it.
And the back now goes in motion. There's the snap. They'll set up to throw. And it's incomplete. The defensive pressure affected his throw that time. Now they get set to kick it away. And the Arkansas offense is back out on the field now. Use the running game to chew on this clock now.
Well, this is where the offensive line can really assert their will and put on the finishing touches to this game. The defense, you can see them. They're breaking little by little right now. You make sure they break completely.
A gain makes it 2nd and medium. The secondary backed up off the ball now. Play action fake, looking to throw. He breaks free. Throws it to the right. But they don't make the connection. That one is incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is that's a pass you got to have to come up with and make a catch.
One of the biggest plays we've had so far. 3rd down and the crowd really getting into it. The shotgun handoff here. And he's brought down, but that strong stiff arm earned him the 1st down.
That's going to be a 1st down, and really, Chris, kind of surprised here in the 4th quarter not to see this defense dial up some pressure. They're just sitting back in the base, making it relatively easy for the offense to pick up a 1st down on the ground.
On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Catch made by the tight end. He'll go down right there. Worked his way for a short gain, but not enough for the first down.
Well, that's pretty good coverage here by this defense. Not much of a window to throw this ball into, but the quarterback's accuracy and the size of the tight end picks up a nice gain.
Quarterback looking to throw it on second down. And the receiver's got it. Tackled, but not before he gets into enemy territory at the 45.
I just continue to be in awe of this offense. Even with the lead, these guys are going to play for 60 minutes. They do not let up. Here they are. Typically, you want to run the football here to work the clock, but these guys stick to the game plan and keep throwing the football, trying to get more yards.
And the Razorbacks pick up enough yardage for a fresh set of downs. On 1st and 10, looking to throw. He's running out of time here. He's going to be brought down by that ferocious pass rush. Nice sack.
Well, the offensive line has got to do a better job of accounting for players on the second and third level. They do a good job with the defensive front, but the strong safety sneaks by him and comes up with a sack.
Second and long for this offense after the sack. And from the shotgun, an inside handoff. That's a nice wrap up there by the junior. We head now to the 2-minute warning as this offense tries to bleed out the clock and secure this win. Big third down play. If they can't get the stop, they have to consider calling a timeout. Dropping back, looking to throw for the first down. Looking for his big tight end. Catch made, a lot of space now.
Well, why not, Chris? Here we are in the fourth quarter. It's third down. This guy's been making plays all game long. Go back to him again, and it works out.
The Razorbacks starting a new series here on 1st and 10. And now the handoff. Catch made, but the defense gobbles him up for just a short gain. And now a timeout taken by the defense, trying to preserve as much clock as possible for their offense. And the Razorbacks looking to cash in this red zone trip. The coordinator moves to a heavy blitz look here. Quick pass. Here comes a jet sweep. Tough running there. And he will score. Touchdown, Hogs. That's another strike from his quarterback, Kirk. He is having himself a day.
This guy's just having one of those days you dream about against his secondary. Let's also give credit to the wide receivers doing a nice job of getting open, and the big fellas up front for giving him enough time to throw.
Extra point makes it a 9-point lead, 2-score game with time bleeding away quickly. Kickoff team on the field getting set now.
Set to advance on the football.
That one bounces through the end zone, so they'll start at the 25. Here comes the Maryland offense back on the field. Quarterback appears to be changing the play. First down, looking to throw the ball. Contact as he let the ball go. It's caught downfield. They bring him down, but that's a good play. Moves the ball to the 39. The clock is still running. They got to get set quickly. Looking downfield, it's Alexander. And the clock winding down, they'll take a deep shot. Another interception. Wow, that's his 4th tonight.
Boy, would this quarterback love to have this one back. They're trying to work themselves back into this game here in the second half, and the defense comes up with a big turnover that could be the nail in the coffin.
Fresh set of downs for the offense. First down. Keep it on the ground to work the clock here. He shreds the tackle. Then he'll run out of bounds after picking up a few yards on the play.
Great job on the offensive line here, opening up some holes and giving the running back room to run on first down. Plays like this can open up the playbook for the play caller, allow him to make that defense think, are they going to run? Maybe play action, maybe throw the ball downfield.
It's a run. Running back's got it. Tackle behind the line. It's a loss of 2. Talk about quickness. That play is absolutely blown up in no time.
Chris, I don't know if that's a misassignment by the offensive lineman or just really good instincts there by the defender, but that play is blown up right at the snap.
Quarterback in the shotgun here on 3rd down. And he'll just lob this pass into the middle of the field. Almost intercepted again. This defense flying around today. Almost had a 4th pick. The Razorbacks will bring their punt team onto the field. And he'll kick it away now for the 2nd time. But he's got some space here. Good effort by the return man. They get him down, but that's a solid gain on the return. Maryland offense is back out on the field now. The last possession ended in an interception. Let's see if they continue to trust this quarterback in the passing game. Looking out throwing here to start the drive. Catch made along the sideline, but he's short of the sticks. Runner scoots out of bounds after gaining decent yards.
The key here to me, Chris, is the receiver runs a precise route, and the timing is impeccable. The quarterback cannot hesitate, because if he does,
looking for a deep completion. Tried to go very deep there. Good effort. Now it's 3rd down.
This is smart defense. When you're trying to protect the lead late in the game, you know they're going to take some shots. Get those safeties and those defensive backs back far, anticipating a deep throw, and knock the ball away.
Off the incompletion, it sets up a 3rd down and 2. Looking downfield, it's Alexander. Trying to create outside the pocket now. On the run, he'll let it go. Pass is incomplete, but a penalty marker on the play that should result in a 1st down.
Right, playing defensive back has got to be the toughest job out there right now in college football. You get isolated on islands against these freaky, talented...
And he's going to fling it deep, going for it all here. Incomplete. They cannot connect on the deep ball. And the Terrapins hustle to the line to run the hurry up. Movement at the 2nd level of the defense now. After the incompletion on 1st down, looking to throw it again. And he's going to launch it deep again. They try a downfield shot. That's a good effort there. But now it's 3rd down. They come to the line. A long way to go for the 1st down, but needing this crucial conversion right now. Drops back, looking to throw for it on 3rd down. Wow, back-to-back deep shots. And he's got it. Touchdown, Terrapins. The offense showing some heart in this conference championship game, Kirk, but still, the clock is our enemy. They need a miracle.
I love that this offense is able to go down there and score. It shows you what kind of wiring they have and how they will not give in. Now, as you said, Chris, very, very challenging to recover this onside kick. I'm kind of pulled for them. I hope they're able to do it, because I want to see a classic finish.
And the hands team able to make the crucial recovery. So this one is tucked away. Time for victory formation. Looks like the quarterback will just take a knee here. What a special year and a moment these players will never forget. After all they put into this, they can now call themselves champions of the ACC. With the playoff spot locked up, we're going to find out where they're going to be playing as they pursue now a national championship. And that is going to wrap it up. We enjoyed this one here. For Kirk Herbstreit, I'm Chris Fowler, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.